everyone, thanks for tuning into this video. Today we will see scalar equation, and before going into this I would like to request you to subscribe my channel, and in this video we will see scalar equation and a numerical based on this. The purpose of scalar equation is to calculate crystallite size and also average crystallite size using the XRD data. So initially we have to perform X-ray diffraction, and then we have to, using the data, we have to plot the curve here, and that is between intensity and Bragg angle. So here we have Imax, which represents the maximum intensity, and half of this Imax represents the this Imax by 2. So here this width is nothing but full width at half maxima, FWHM. And so using this value we can calculate the crystallite size, and for that, so we are given the scalar equation like this: d is equal to k lambda beta half by cos theta b. So here beta half represents peak width at half maxima, and we have to take this in the radians. So here in this graph we can see that this width is, this x-axis is in the angle. So here FWHM represents the angle, and we have to consider the radians value. So this is in radians, and next to theta b represents the Bragg angle, which should be in degrees, whereas k is the scalar constant, which is 0.9, and lambda is wavelength of the X-rays used in the XRD. So by substituting these values we can calculate the crystallite size. And now let us see a numerical based on this. In an X-ray diffraction experiment, peak width at half maxima, or you may say full width at half maxima, both are same. So here they have given 0.6 degrees, and its corresponding Bragg angle is 24 degrees. Calculate the crystallite size using scalar equation. Given wavelength used in X-ray diffraction experiment is 1.54 Armstrong. So here we have given the peak width at half maxima or full width at half maxima as 0.6 degrees. So we have to convert into radians. For that we are multiplying with pi by 180. So in case if you want to convert radians into degrees, we have to multiply by 180 by pi. But here we are converting in degrees into radians. So multiplying by pi by 180. So we get this radians value. Next we have Bragg angle, which is given as 24 degrees, and wavelength of the incident X-rays as 1.54 Armstrong, and k is 0.9. So substituting all these values in the scalar equation, we get crystallite size. So here k is 0.9, 1.54 Armstrong, that is 10 power minus 10 meters. 1 Armstrong is 10 power minus 10 meters, and this is full width at half maxima in radians, and cos of Bragg angle. So that will give us crystallite size. So we are putting this 10 power minus 10 as Armstrong and just calculating with these values. So we get 144.9 Armstrong. So in this way we can calculate crystallite size. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to get more videos. Thank you.